Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you SQL statement basic. For the session, you will learn how SQL statement will initiate and how it would be interacting the basic standard of SQL statement. It will be prepared and the purpose of SQL statement and about SQL, what is and where we are going to using these SQL statement basics will all you know with this session. Let's start it. See here, the course for SQL statement it is MS-SQL. It's a Microsoft SQL Server where we are working with this like a tutorial. And here you will learn like SQL standardization of the basic. This is the structured query language where you are writing a query statements, and SQL language you are learning for this session is applicable and you can run a variety of databases as well. All you know like relational database management systems where the database is having tables and relation between the tables will called relational database management system. I would like to suggest you to, if you gone through all the session independent concepts and independent identified queries well versed, then you will, once you have a familiar with this query, wherever the database and whichever the database, like you take MS-SQL or MySQL or PostgreSQL, all the relational type of databases, like you can take it as an Oracle also. All the databases very easily you will interact with this. And now see here, very simple terms I have prepared for you for it. Like a SQL query language is a specialized language to interact with the database engine or database servers for like reading the data, what are the data is available in the tables, and if any modifications it may require already inserted or existing data, and retrieving the information if we want to see what are the data which is already there, or for an instance of an example like a one student information you would like to know about it. For that you can send like a unique identity of the student like an email ID or mobile number or Aadhaar number or any government unique identity which is already existing is available the column data row in the database by sending the data and retrieving the database concern record or range of records. All will see and interacting by using structured query language. This is the way we can approach. And one by one, each and every topic with the detailed real-time example and with the practical oriented sessions are available for you to understand in better way. Like see, SQL is an ANSI and ISO standard database query language. Strongly remember, wherever you go, once you have learned SQL language, wherever that which is the database application, database is interacting with that application, it can be useful. And the most huge requirements are available for this database developers and database engineers. And one more thing I would like to suggest to you too, and this is the job is very hot cake. Wherever it's a most huge requirement for the employment for this. All right. And now see here, it will support a variety of relational, like a relational database management system called RDBMS. And the complex databases of enterprise databases, host of the complex level operating applications, web applications, or database interactive application, those all will use for relational database management systems only. Now see here, this is here basic SQL statement. Basic SQL statement using select I have prepared for you to easy to understand like a syntax based formation. Like see here, it's a select and space customer underscore ID. This is the column name from the table. This is the one of the column. All you will know what are the column names, and what are the table names, and what are the keywords we are using, like independently we have in a session. Okay, this is the basic idea and understanding purpose. Like, see, by applying a select, this is the keyword from SQL language, and customer ID, comma, first name, comma, last name. These three are columns from the database table. Okay, and from indicates where we are getting and which we are implementing the query statement. From products is the name of the table. Yes, here I have written only a single table, whereas multiple tables also you can use to write here. And order by the first name. Like you may observe that whenever you are seeing something that result output sets, like writing some order way, like a ascending order or a descending order. Likewise, we can also by fetching the data rows from the database where we requested data output manner. That result set, we can say that what we are getting from the database, the result, we can call it as a result set. This is the result set. We'll get it is in a order by like a ascending order or descending order way. All we'll see once we approach at order by clauses like a session, you will be familiar like how to prepare for ascending order, descending order, and making some limitations of the data within the ascending order. All you will know one by one. And now see here the statement usage, how it would be. Like a select statement is used for reading and retrieving the data from database table. By specifying the criteria of from and where clauses, this is the syntax you have seen here. And select column 1, column 2 from table 1, table 2, where this is the clause is where we will use for to filter the data rows from the database table. Like a filter means I want only, I have a school database for an instance of an example. Like all the student records are available in my database where the student registration table. And I am concerning about one student. I am particularly one student data I want to verify. So instead of reading all the table data, I can send by applying a where clause and the column of like an email ID or student registration number that equal to value is the registration number data value parameter. By sending column name means it's in the name of the column and the data value it is showing here. It is the value of the registration number. It is called it's the value. By applying where clause and sending and specifying the name of the column and specifying the what are the data is available in that particular column, it will automatically select using where clause will filter the data rows, and that particular registered value data row only will get an output. That is the way we'll apply where clauses in select statement. This is a familiar basic example I would like to discuss with you. And note one important point you would like to note and you always memorize with this. This is what SQL keywords are not case sensitive. Select is the same as capital letters select. Here it is in a written first select, it is in a lower case letters, whereas is the same as if you have written capital letters of selectors also. The SQL where we are writing in a query window will accept and it will the query will automatically runs without error. I hope you understand very good standardization of the basic. And now see here in this slide, we'll see the very much important SQL keywords. These SQL commands will always will help you to interact your database, like a RDBMS database. Like see for retrieving of the data rows, we'll use select. For a modification or any corrections if found in the data row, we need to change. Like we have inserted in an email address, maybe something is maybe like a correction is happened, and if is there any the student mobile number, the contact number, we if we want to change later time the mobile number has been changed. For the purpose we'll use for update keyword in the SQL language commands this all. And if we don't want to the row we don't want in the database table, then you can use the delete command to remove the data row, as well as we can remove the tables as well. And insert into, this is the statement like a keyword we'll use for inserting new data records into the database table. It may be a single table or it may be a multiple tables. How you are going to preparing, and based on your criteria of the requirement, it is depends upon your application needs. And create database is a keyword for creating new database instance. All you have to know and understand about it, one MS-SQL database server is available in your local or production environment, whereas multiple databases are having like database instances within the one single server. Strongly remember. And alter database, if any corrections and modifications within the database, yes, you can use for alter database command and perform the actions. Now, create a table. This is the keyword and the command we'll use for creating a new database table. Alter table, in any if any modifications between the table, will use for alter the command. And the drop table will eliminates and permanently deletes your table. All you have to performing such a commands like a drop or delete, you have to be most proactively understand which I am losing permanently. And create indexes. The indexes will create to make your database performance to show very speed and accurately. And drop index, once it is created, the index is not is there, and which is not useful in our application way, and we are not anyhow we are not using. So you can use the drop index command to drop the created index. Now, this is the way the basic understand and standardizations will make you an SQL professional. All you have to learn any programming language or any structured query language, you have to be very clear with the groundwork of very basics. So you will get a good understanding in future enhancements. Once we move into the advanced level of SQL, it will be very simple to you to understand while preparing advanced concepts and complex like queries. It's very easy for you. I hope you better understand about the basics. We'll continue with the sessions one by one. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.